Let's look at what we've got with us now. We know who our stakeholders are. We know how they'll benefit, if they'll benefit from the project. We know what we expect them to contribute to the project. And we've divided them up into key roles, if they're a gatekeeper or a key player or a supporter or apathetic. So now let's bring all this together in our stakeholder matrix. So in the stakeholder matrix, it's really just a simple way to document and keep track of all the information that we've created in our work now. The first thing we do in the first column is list all of our stakeholders. In the next column, we describe the contribution that each of these stakeholders will expect to be making to our project. In the third column, we describe what benefit each stakeholder will get. In our fourth column, we describe which role they play. Remember, are they gatekeepers, key players, supporters, or apathetic? In the matrix, I wouldn't even include the apathetic. If the apathetic are truly apathetic, they have little or no influence, little or no interest. I wouldn't include them in this. So we really have three groups. Then we come on to the last two columns. In the next to the last column, I talk about satisfy, and in the last column, I talk about communicate. And who is it we want to satisfy? The two main groups that we want to keep satisfied are the key players and the gatekeepers. If we keep them satisfied, our project will succeed. And when it comes to communicate, who are the most important groups to communicate to? The most important groups to communicate to are key players and supporters. Now that may seem odd. The gatekeepers don't want to be communicated to. In fact, usually they don't. Not at the same level that the key players and the supporters do. The gatekeeper just wants to know that they've said yes to something, they haven't gone against something, they've approved it, and they may want a little bit of information as things go forward. But the key players and the supporters need a lot of information. They need to be held involved and engaged. And part of the way to do that is keeping them involved, keeping them in the information loop.